how things go out there today?
Well, I thought it was pretty good. There's a lot of progress. There's a lot of information. The guys are sinking in, but they worked hard. They competed today. I thought that each day we did little small scrimmages, getting up to the point of today's scrimmage, which is the silver-black game, and I thought the guys competed it that much more. So it was good. The guys played hard. The guys were communicating. They're talking on the bench. So I thought it was good progress for the third day.
What were you focusing on? What systems?
The systems are something that you introduce, and I wasn't worried about whether or not they were making mistakes with systems. I was just watching play. I was watching instincts. I was watching effort. I was watching what I thought they could bring, and whether or not they were ready to be somebody to start here, or whether or not they're somebody to start somewhere else. And those are the decisions that have to be made sooner than later. And so we got to get some numbers down. We only have 2 exhibition games. Obviously, not everybody from these 2 teams will probably shorten lineups before we get to the weekend, and those are the decisions that we had to make, or will have to make, and that's what I was watching mostly. Who I thought should stay and who shouldn't.
Did anybody make an impression on you in particular today?
Well, I think it was a progression of the first 3 days. We're watching certain guys we thought we needed to take a closer look, and I thought we watched those guys, but it's a progression. Sometimes one guy's playing a little bit better than others. There's a couple veteran players that I thought weren't playing up to their caliber, and I thought a couple of them got a little better, some of them didn't. So those are work in progress. That's a different situation. I already know that they can play. They're going to play here, and I just got to get them playing, in a more productive way.
You don't want to mention any names then?
No, not at this point.
Who stood out or didn't?
Well, I think that there was a lot of guys that did a lot of little things.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may look at a guy like a Wilson, and I thought he did some good things, and there's areas where I think he can do a little bit better. And there's guys, you look at a guy like Urban, and I see some good offensive situations, and I see some situations where he can get a little better. But a lot of that is something I have to recognize where he is in this process. So though I thought some guys did some really good things, it's not 100%. So, if I mention names, then it gets into the point where he's good and he's not, and it's a little bit of they're on the upside of the halfway point. So, I'd rather just say that these guys are working, and it was a good work day. I thought the guys put an effort out today. I saw a lot of guys paying attention to some of the meetings beforehand. We've had strong video meetings before each sessions each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I saw some of that coming out. So there's still some guys that are off, and when you're playing a system, if all 5 guys aren't doing the same thing, then it obviously isn't going to work.
Right.
So I wasn't worried about that too much. I know on the benches they were talking a little bit. Really, I was looking for effort. I was looking for instincts. I was looking for that desire that wants to show that he wants to separate himself from somebody else.
Who coached?